Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 15th Knowledge Series of ANMI. We are happy to announce the payout of securities directly to clients' Demat account webinar in association with NSE. We have today with us alternate president of ANMI, Mr. K. Suresh. To speak out Mr. K. Suresh, that's a quite wide profile. Just to give a brief idea about him, Mr. K. Suresh is the associate member of Institute of Chartered Accountant. He himself is a chartered accountant, associate member of Institute of Company Secretaries of India, fellow member of Insurance Institute of India. He spent more than 30 years in finance, securities markets, accounts, internal audit, and marketing. Mostly served in financial services sector and for a short period served in media sector. The positions what he have held since till now is Assistant Divisional Manager of United Indian Assurance, Vice President of Apple Credit Corporations Limited, Finance Controller of Company Secretary for India Cements Capital Limited, Senior General Manager, the New India Express, President and CEO of India Cements Capital Limited, Director of India Cements Investment Services Limited, ex-honorary secretary of Madras Management Association, past president, Hindustan Chamber of Commerce, past president and director of Association of National Exchange Members of India. He's also alternate president of ANMI for 2024-25. He's ex-member of Management Council of Madras Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ex-member of Secondary Market Advisory Committee, ex-treasurer, Tamil Nadu Travel Mart, ex-member of Divisional Railway Users Consultative Committee, Chennai, member of governing body of Vidyodha Schools, trustee of Tamil Nadu Foundation. He has regularly appeared on TV channels and security market related shows on and general debate. He expresses his hobby of listening music, reading, and he's also a poem writer for Tamil. Wonderful to know about this, sir. Welcome to the webinar, sir, Mr. K. Suresh. And I will also
thank you. Thank you, Mr. Stephen Pillai, for your
welcome,
elaborate introduction of me.
It's a pleasure.
Really, it gives me great pleasure to be here for this webinar on payout of securities directly to client's account. I think all of you know that SEBI's main concern is about protection of investors, money, securities, whatever it is. So they are interested, they're focusing on that only one aspect, protection. So in order to ensure that, I think already SEBI has issued various procedures regarding the upstreaming, downstreaming, end of the day, squaring up lifting all the balances to the clearing house, rather their account. Another important thing what SEBI brought out is that quarterly settlement of clients' money. So like that, their focus is mainly on protection of clients' interest in the business, what we are doing, brokers doing. So in this direction, already in June, I think 24, SEBI issued a circular of payout of securities directly to clients, but at that time they made it voluntary in nature, not compulsory. But it is going to be compulsory in the coming month, that is in October. It is going to be compulsory. So now it becomes necessary for all of us to know that what kind of methodology or processes being adopted by our National Clearing Corporate, that is in NSEIL of NSEs, how they are going to do this, what kind of problems we may face, what kind of things they may require. So a lot of ifs and buts will be there, or loose ends will be there. So this webinar will address all your concerns. So at the end of the webinar, definitely you can post your questions on the chat box. Already we are having a huge list of longest list of questions. So whatever relevant questions, definitely we will post it, rather make it to the people concerned of NSE so that they can also clarify your doubts. So with this background, it becomes rather necessary for all of us to listen to the NSE team. I am really extremely happy to welcome Ms. Rana. She is the Chief Operating Officer of Clearing and Settlement from NSEIL. Then other colleagues, that is Javelin Gandhi, Prasant Shinde. So all are available here to take us, rather to make us to walk through this topic, namely payout of securities directly to client's account. So instead of, normally we will pool it in our account, then we will disperse that to client's account. So one leg is, that leg is removed. So that means it ensures quick, credit of securities to the client's account without any intermediary process. So let us listen to them. Please, madam, most welcome, and you can take forward the session.
Thank you, Suresh, sir. Thank you for this welcome note. Ma'am, I will take this opportunity to introduce you to our people, the members who have connected today. Just to give a brief note that this is one of the highest membership who have attending this webinar. It's almost about 330 plus people have connected on the YouTube at this time. I take this opportunity to introduce Ms. Rana Usman. She has also been associated with NSE since 1995. While in employment with NSE, she has handled various portfolios such as capital and debt market operations, clearing and settlement, risk management at National Securities Clearing Corporation Limited, and business systems development. She has also worked as the head Northern Region NSE. Currently, she is the Chief Operations Officer, Clearing and Settlement for NSE Clearing. Welcome to our webinar, madam. Over to you.
Thanks so much for this opportunity, really. And I think the topic that we are discussing today is in a way self-explanatory, but lots of explanations around that as well. So yes, we have we have introduced a client direct payout mechanism, which is existing even today, but that is totally on a voluntary basis. What we are talking of now, effective 14th of October, will actually be a payout into the client's account by the clearing corporation through the of course, with a hop skip through to the respective members' accounts. Some important prerequisites which would be required for you people all as members to do in advance. Certain circulars have been issued by the exchange as well as by the clearing corporation, which is giving you the details with respect to the entire mechanism, how it will work. But by way of a reiteration, I would say that it is important that the members have their clients' accounts validated. They have the clients, if the clients are having multiple accounts and they would want the payout to go in a specific account, that particular account needs to be identified. If that be not the case, there are some rules which the exchanges have given out with respect to the same. And we would urge the members to go ahead and wherever they have multiple accounts to do the identification so as to ensure a seamless process vis-a-vis their respective clients. So coming to the detailing, really important, like I said, is the validation of the client's accounts. Also, from a member perspective, what you would need to look at will be the unpaid securities, etc. For that, the file which needs to be developed, we would urge that you do that well in advance, so that when we go live actually and you have unpaid securities, the files that are required to be loaded, you are able to have those generated so that there are no issues that you as members face. We understand that while we are doing the payout to the clients, there can be these kind of exceptional situations also, which would need to be handled vis-a-vis the member and the clearing corporations. So that is one thing. The other will be on the aspect of the internal shortages, for which you would need to send the files for conducting the self-auction. That is becoming mandatory, effective whenever we are going 14th October with the direct payouts. So, from a concept perspective, broadly, there isn't much that we can be talking of. But yes, from an operational side, I'm sure you will have certain detailing, etc. While our circular, we have tried to make it very detailed. And the SOP also, which we have appended along with the circular, is something which has been drawn up in consultation with the member fraternity itself, where the brokers have given in their inputs, and we have drawn up the SOPs accordingly and have also gotten that approval from SEBI. So I will I'd like to take questions and any queries that you have that may be more important, because from a conceptual perspective, I'm sure we are all seized of what is the entire thing about direct payout is about, really.
Okay, Rana madam. Shall I take the questions, whatever we received?
Sure, sure.
Okay, the first one is applicable date somebody asked. Already you explained it is 14th October 2020. Am I correct? So that
Yes.
point is clear. Next is, are we allowed to re-upload the payout file before deadline to replace previous file?
The payout, no, what payout are we talking of? The unpaid file? Because payout is something which we will be doing, right? Maybe we'll need to be a little more specific, because there are 2-3 different files which we're talking of over here. So one is that we have the unpaid securities file, right? Which the members will need to upload. Yes, they can re-upload it, and it will be an incremental one, Supriya. Yes. The unpaid securities file will have to be an incremental file. So if you have loaded a file already, till the cut-off, you can load incremental files.
Okay.
So if you have given a file with 10 records and you want to add on, then you will need to load an incremental file for that. That is called unpaid securities.
Okay.
Then we are having the files for the self-auction, right? For the internal shortages. So that will not be an incremental file. It will have to be a full file every time. So while you can keep loading the file multiple times till the cutoff time, but it will, whenever you are loading, you will make it a full file that you will load, which will negate the earlier file.
Rather, it will replace the earlier file. Okay.
Yeah. So the moment you load another file, the earlier file and its details stand negated.
Okay. Next, somebody asked about basic process structure. What is the process? Yeah.
We are talking of process from whose perspective, please? In the sense, what will...
How to, that is from members' perspective first.
Okay, so from members' perspective, the first thing will be that you will have your clients identified, clients' accounts identified into the UCC database which the exchange has provided. So if your client has multiple accounts, you will mark which is the account to which the payout should go, and it can be only one account to which the payout will always go. You can change it. But the thing is that at any point in time, it will be one account, or on a given day, it will be one account to which the payout will go. Then the next thing will come that on the day of the pay-in or by the cutoff time, you will need to upload the unpaid securities file, for which we have given the format. And we have also given what are the values which have to be provided in the particular file, right? As the clearing corporation, we will be doing we will be getting the pay-in from the depositories. We will identify based on the UCC that you have put in at the time of trade order entry. We will be identifying which are the clients to which the payouts have to go based on the UCC and the Demat account validated for the respective UCC. When we are releasing the payout, it will go to that particular account of the client, the beneficiary account, and it will be a hop skip to the member. We will be giving reports also to the member of what have been the payouts that have gone successfully. All those details, we have given the format for that report as well. And we will be downloading that report also. Maybe you will need to have a look. There is a deliveries report in which there has been a change in some 2 fields values. We have issued that yesterday. Plus, we will give you a new separate report, which will give you a full trail of the transaction. So it will give you what was the client level payout due, what has been the payout gone, what has been the success. If there has been reject, then that reason code as well. So this kind of a trail file will be provided to the members. So far as the payout is concerned, we would be effecting it into the depository by 3:30 which will be for all the various clients. Any specific things which you may need to be wary of, I will say, will be these particular aspects. So, for the shortages file, the internal self-auction internal shortages, that file which you are going to be providing, you would also need to provide the funds for the same. So the whatever other auction requests will go through based on the fund that you have provided. And also there will be certain deterrents which will come in place for if you are not sending your files for auction, your shortages for auction. There will be deterrents because the idea is that now everything should be auction rather than every different member having their own internal policies for, handling of these shortages.
Okay.
Supriya, anything else you would like to add?
Maintenance of and
yeah. One other thing which will be important is that when for your unpaid securities, etc., we are going to effect the payout to the client account, and it will be marked in favor of the member's CUSPA account. It is, in a way, I will say it is mandatory that you have your CUSPA account in both the depositories, because if you do not have a CUSPA account in a depository and your client is with that, residing with that depository, then your instruction for the unpaid securities will go unattended and the payout will go to the client. So you would need to be mindful of that you have your account with both the depositories, because your clients can be with either of the depositories.
Okay.
Otherwise, that unpaid securities, the hold on that unpaid securities, the instruction will fail.
So two CUSPA accounts we have to open for
yes,
both the
with both, one with both the one each
okay.
with both the deposits.
Actually, related to that, another question is there. Currently, we have TM/CM CUSPA account, correct? As per circular, we need to open a CM CUSPA account. Since we already have a CUSPA account, do we still need to open another account with a new
If you already have one, then no.
Depositories have said that they can use the existing.
Yeah, so the depositories have confirmed that the existing account can be used.
Okay, so no need to reopen.
No,
okay.
Not a new one, but just ensure you have with both.
Next is for self-clearing members, SCM, existing TMCM CUSPA and TM CSM FA, MTF or Demat accounts are valid for transaction in direct payout of securities to the clients for SCM, self-clearing members.
No, I didn't get the question. Basically, in respect of self-clearing members,
existing TMCM CUSPA account and TM CSM FA, MTF account, Demat accounts are valid for the transaction of payout securities. Direct payout of securities. Can we use that? Existing accounts can be used. That's what they're asking.
Yes, existing accounts can be used.
Okay. Next is the handling of PAS clients, NRE. They're permitted to make settlement pay-in on T+1. But CC needs the file upload by 10 a.m. on T+1. There will be an operational challenges. PAS banks make the payment on T+1 only.
So we are talking of the shortage, the file for auction. We have extended the time to 11:45 for that. So you are saying that unpaid ones, because in case of NRIs, they are allowed to make it till 10 o'clock. Right. So we are saying that the reporting of the unpaid securities, because they are allowed by 10, it will be a clash and then you do not get the time for it. Let us examine that.
Yeah.
We'll examine this.
Next thing is, I'm clubbing both the questions. How will MTF transactions will be handled?
For the MTF funds, we have provided a format and we have given the flags also that will need to be provided for it.
Sir, in the circular that we have issued on 30th of August, we have also given sample files which show how you can put the flag for unpaid as well as the MTF records.
Okay, then one more question on that is, how you can handle the payout of non-acceptance of OTP against the MTF trades? How depositories participant can handle the payout of non-acceptance of OTP against the MTF trades?
For first 3 months, there has been this. It will be applicable for the first 3 months, right?
OTP is not applicable for the payout which is made by the CC.
Okay.
So it will be
Not
directly
by the
credited.
TC, from the members' perspective.
Member.
Prashant?
Yeah.
So
From the
if
members'
you,
perspective, we have said for 3 months it will be applicable, and post that.
so if the payout is rejected by from the client account, we'll credit it to pool account, and only for such clients the member will be required, will have the facility to transfer under MTF with OTP.
Okay. Next, if a client have outside DP and it is closed or frozen, how broker will be able to know?
Sorry, if
If the client has outside system DP and it closed or frozen, how broker will be able to know that?
Sorry, sir, I will not be able to answer that yet.
No, the DP account.
He's with the DP.
Yeah, he's not having the DP with the trading member.
So
He's
are
having
we asking about these kind of frozen accounts and all? In that case, we will be, for the first 3 months, we will be giving the payout to the members' pool account.
Then
And
I have to.
And by then, I mean, mechanism should have been put in place, because after that it will be held with the clearing corporation only till such time that the account rectification is done, or whatever.
Okay. This auction file will have client-wise information with MTF and KUSPA flags?
No. The auction file will not have client-wise. It will be giving the security-wise quantities to the clearing corporation for auction.
Is it
We are talking about the
applicable to?
self-auction file.
Okay. Is it applicable to clearing member having a trading member clients with proprietary trading only?
Clearing member having trading member
clients with proprietary trading only.
So see, basically it is for any kind of internal shortages. So if you are saying that the member is having only proprietary trading and there is a shortage, it is a shortage, which will have to go for auction.
Next question is voluntary auction mandatory even if client within bracket who has failed to deliver the stock does not have sufficient amount plus additional 20 at the time of voluntary action participate?
So we are talking of a client who is in a way, I mean, you are talking of an exceptional kind of a situation where your client is not having the securities or funds or whatever.
Yeah.
Then in that particular case, see, from I will say from a logic perspective, any shortage auction is mandatory, right? Over here, if you are not having that, then what you will have to bill to the client will be the closeout, which will come out of it.
Okay.
So it will be treated like it is an unsuccessful auction, and we'll come out with these. It's good that you are giving us these scenarios. We will come out with details for these scenarios.
Okay, right. Next, name of the first holder in Demat account should match 10%. For example, R.S.Bose.
So I will say it is a question for the depositories, really. I'll not be equipped to answer this. We can take it. Maybe if you can send out these kind of questions to us, we can see about getting the answer from the relevant entities.
Okay. I think somebody is asking request to provide step-by-step guidelines. I think already you given the guidelines. Am I correct? No need to repeat that.
We have, to our understanding, we have given a very detailed flow and everything.
Yeah.
But if there is any specific ask, please let us know.
Unpaid securities to be moved to KUSPA account at what haircut? Markup needs to keep while stocks move to KUSPA before releasing client's DP.
So could you just repeat your question, please?
Unpaid securities to be moved to KUSPA at what haircut? Markup needs to be keep, or rather markup needs to keep while stocks move to KUSPA before releasing client's DP, you know?
I think it will have to be a question for you.
Huh?
it isn't. It's outside. It's not related directly because it's an existing thing.
Madam, I think this is related to exchange because
Uh-huh.
they're asking of release of the CRISPR pledge.
Yeah.
So CC is only responsible for releasing the payout with a pledge.
I think maybe we should have had the exchange also in this.
Yeah.
This is more relevant for the exchange, and this would see to the CUSPA is an existing practice, right? So it is
Yeah.
not really related to direct payout as such. So, but it would be an existing thing. I think we'll need to separately take it to the exchanges, please.
Next is what they are asking is we are with NCL for cash clearing. For direct payout, will exchange read first NSE, UCC or BSE, UCC?
So if you are both cash and derivatives, we will be taking the UCC, which is there for cash because derivatives is also, but if you are exclusive derivative member, then your derivatives UCC will be taken for the purpose of doing the payout.
What information is needed about the client's account to ensure that payout is correctly processed?
So basically it is
matching, you said, I think.
Yeah, so basically it is the UCC based on which we are going to do the payout. The UCC ought to have been mapped with the current beneficiary account of the client. And that, of course, is a validation which the exchange is doing with the depository to even enable the particular accounts for direct payout.
Okay. What is the process fee enabling direct payout of securities in NSE clearing?
Sorry, what is the
process fee for enabling the
No, we
fees,
are not charging. No, we are not
Okay.
charging the fee for
Okay,
it.
okay. I think similarly, somebody asked what will happen if the transfer bounces. You already answered that, I think. Then it will be kept and then you have to attempt
Yeah,
that.
so there are two phases in which we are doing it. In the first phase, we will be giving it to the member.
Yeah.
In the second phase, which will be 3 months later, it will be we will be doing retries to give it off to the client. There will be a certain period for which we will retry. After that, it will have to be dealt with.
Will exchange check and match correctness of Demat account against the PAN number mapped with UCC?
So the exchange basically is doing a validation with the depository based, the basis of that, my understanding is will be the PAN, but it is the PAN based on which they are doing the validation with the depository.
And somebody asked, below is the scenario for Reliance for physical delivery obligation. CP 1 to 100 long, CP 2 100 short. Okay. CP 2 will deliver stock in CM pool account. Will exchange debit or CM pool account and give direct payout to CP1, or we as a PCM will have to give payout to CP1 only? That is the question.
So in the direct payout, the custodian transactions are out of realm. So custodian transactions, we will be doing the payout to the custodians only. If we are talking of CP being the custodian transactions, no, they will not be part of the direct payout.
Okay. How CC will handle payout of securities? When
Madam,
there is
hello, sir. Just, madam, one clarification we need to give is that when we are talking about CP, we understand that these CPs are actually registered with SEBI registered custodians, because there are certain CP clients which are actually registered with a non-SEBI registered custodian.
Okay, in the derivative.
In the derivative segments, for such custodial, they are especially NRI clients, who take some CP codes and deal with a broker in FNO. For them, the pay-in and payout will happen as per the circular on direct basis.
Okay.
So we are talking of basically what Prashant said was two types of CPs. One is the CPs which are associated with custodians in the cash segment. The other is who are with clearing members in derivatives. Because they are associated with members, this direct payout will continue to be applicable.
Okay. How CC will handle payout of securities when there is multiple settlement on same day file upload?
We will handle it in the same way. It will be two sets of pains and payouts which will go through. It will take the night, but it will be handled that way.
Once uploaded unpaid MFT and internal action, by what time final response will come?
We are talking about the unpaid ones. The final response, we mean the report, etc. When are we going to give the finality of the details?
Yeah.
So, see, 3:30 is going to be the payout.
Rana madam, can I clarify?
Yeah, sure.
So basically for MTF file, the files will be processed on an online manner. So the moment you upload it, like you report the client margin reports and you get a response. So on an online manner, you will get the response of the file which you have uploaded. So you have multiple opportunities to upload the file till the cutoff, which is 10 o'clock. So you will get the response of the file on the basically in a batch mode. The file is going to be processed in a batch mode.
So there are two things. One is the file, or as you load, the loading status, the response for that, and the other is the actual in the depository. So what Prashant is explaining is that when it comes to the loading part, the response you will keep getting as you load the file, right? And which you can do multiple times. And then when the payout has been effected and what is the status of those, that will come in the report which we are saying, which will be post the payout. So it will depend on when we get the final status from the depositories and we'll update accordingly. So right, Prashant, around that will be around evening, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Post pay.
Okay. Somebody asked a timeline to upload unpaid. I think 3:30 already you mentioned, correct?
Unpaid is 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Oh, sorry, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Okay. Next is another question is it applicable to other than equities cash segment like equity derivatives, currency derivatives, commodity derivatives?
It is applicable to FNO, sir. It is applicable to FNO physical settlement. So on the day of expiry, the FNO physical derivative obligations get netted with the cash segment, and that will be handled, on the direct manner.
Is there any annexer for submitting to clearing house or in case of debit clients?
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
Is there any annexer for submitting to clearing house for in case of debit clients, debit balance?
Sir, I think you're talking about some kind of reporting.
No. What he says is for debit balances, normally you can hold it, Am I correct? So is there any annexer to be submitted to clearing house?
Sir, actually, this question is not clear. What we understand is that if there is any shortage or the fund shortages or if the client is unpaid, you can report the unpaid to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is from where we will get the MTF and KUSPA pledge updation data? Will CC provide pledge creation response files?
So this answer will be provided by depository, sir.
Okay. Next is margin funding pledge will be done without OTP as per circular. Is still POA will needed?
This is exchange again. This is totally exchange.
Acha, exchange.
Yes. Okay. Right, Prashant? This is an exchange specification, isn't it?
Yes, madam. Exchange or depositories, because this power of attorney and all. I think depositories we can pose this question to depository also.
Okay.
Fine. So it will be a combination of exchange and depository. We'll need to take it there.
Somebody asking, why can't we allow multiple DP accounts? I think already you explained that. Multiple DP accounts.
We are not specifying anything about the DP accounts.
Multiple DP accounts.
Sir,
Here,
multiple. Sir, basically, member has to identify a single primary Demat account, and that is the requirement of this basis of direct payout. And if a member wants to change it, then the member has the opportunity to change it, and which will be applicable from subsequent trading day. But for a
Okay.
particular trading day, it will be one account.
No. The question is
We are
why.
talking of multiple DP accounts. Actually, that is not a specification from the clearing corporation. So maybe that can be looked at. What we are trying to address over here is that the beneficiary account has to be a single one identified. DP accounts, where has the specification come from? I guess it will be again the exchange. I'm not too sure about that.
We are self-clearing member and having CUSPA account already. How can we check current CUSPA nomenclature matches exchange new requirement, or do we have open? I think already you explained that. No need to open a new account. Am I correct?
Yes.
Which already you told that.
Hmm.
How we know that payout of client credited in their account?
The report which we spoke of, it will give you the full trail.
Okay.
So we have downloaded that report format yesterday. Maybe everyone can have a look at that format, because that will give you the answer to this.
And one question on risk from risk perception. How to ensure risk of securities fraudulently transferred due to unauthorized access to UCI database or through hacking?
UCI database of the exchange?
Yeah. That is, see, in this process, there will be a chances of hacking, or somebody may misuse the database, UCI database.
So see, the thing is, you see, whatever is there in the UCI database of the exchanges is the exchange responsibility. From there, they are getting it validated with the depositories and maintaining the validated accounts with them. So I'm not too sure what is the kind of hacking we are talking of over here, really.
Maybe from threat perception is asking, nothing else.
Okay.
External threat,
Yeah,
is there any safeguard? Is there any safeguard against that? That is what his question actually.
That definitely will be there with the exchanges. So I'm
I
sure
think we got some questions on the chat box also. I think already we explained no need to open one more CUSPA account. Am I correct? That is, I think again and again same question is coming. Internal short will be settled by member as present practice. That is one question.
So internal shortage will be mandatorily have to come for auction to the clearing corporation.
Are we allowed to re-upload the payout file before deadline? Yeah, already told that, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that, except in the case of something, the file should be intact. Other cases, it is incremental file, correct?
Yeah. The details are provided for the incremental file as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people having same doubt only. Fresh CUSPA account to be open, no need. That's already
I know
clarified.
the CUSPA account is worrying everyone.
Yeah. For self-clearing member existing, I think same thing only. No need. Okay, almost the same questions we have taken from here only.
We are almost at
from where ledger outstanding is validated. What about charges recovery, like brokerage, DP transaction charges, STT, etc.
Those things will continue for the member vis-a-vis the client, right? In the UPI mechanism, we are having these things where we are doing the collections and all. But when here we are talking of, it is only direct payout of securities to the client account, which the member would have otherwise done, and unpaid, etc., being identified so that it doesn't go to the client.
Okay.
So other things remain same. There is no change in those practices.
File formats will be out.
Sorry, they are given. All formats have been provided. There were two formats which were pending, which have been provided yesterday.
Okay. In case of rejection, shares transferred to member account or with clearing corporation? I think it will come back to the pool account.
It will come to the member for 3 months.
Yeah.
And later.
That is also explained. By what time delivery file will receive on daily basis?
Delivery file will be depending on when we are getting the final status also from the depositories. My sense is, because what we would do is we would release out to the depositories and we will await the detailed file back from the depositories itself on the status of those transfers. So, but I will say it should be by 6:30 on the higher side, because by 3:30 is when we are saying we'll release the payout.
Shall we allow the sale of transaction for the previous day purchase?
That's a question for the exchanges.
Exchange only.
Yeah.
The transaction fails, then where do the shares go? I think already you told it to come back to the broker. So I think we have covered, madam, almost all questions. Okay. Anything else is there?
Yes,
We
we have
will.
reached 100. I think we've reached a century, so we can close it.
Yeah. I think any other thing which we can give one more 1 minute. Some question is there. We are using ICCL for clearing operation and update primary and secondary Demat account at BSE UCC. Is it mandatory to update same in NSE UCC? We manage OFS and take over.
We are taking the UCCs from BSE as well. So we
Okay.
are having the consolidated pictures. Yes.
Okay.
Only one thing which had been done even during interoperability, start of interoperability, what we had specified was that if it is the same client, you have to take the same UCC across both the exchanges.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can have exclusive clients on BSE and we get those details from BSE.
How to process the PMS?
So just one thing is that where the client is available on both the exchanges, they have to update the Demat account on both the exchanges, and it has to be same Demat account.
Okay. Somebody asked how to process the PMS pool account clients direct payout. PMS.
PMS, basically, we would not be doing it. We are doing the payout at the PMS level, right? We will be doing it at the PMS level because these will be the entities who will be there as having a CP code.
CP code, yeah.
Yeah, so they will be having the CP code. We are going to be doing it to the PMSs itself.
Yeah, I think the one more question on that only. PMS custodian clients with CP code is applicable for direct payout. Yes.
Not to the client, not to the end clients, to the PMS.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they are the custodian. What about SLB payout? Will that also directly go to client?
SLB is not there in the initial phase for direct payout.
It's not there.
No. It will be ultimately coming in, but I mean, when we are going on 14, SLB is not part.
Okay. I think that's all, madam. I think we have covered everything. I think Mr. Stephen. So in my, I think view,
yes, sir.
NSE officials have given whatever best guidance or support to the entire questions. We also gone through almost all questions. So
Yes,
again, repetition is one is new CUSPA account, whether to be opened or not. Then what time file will be coming, when will be implemented. Already it is 10th October 2024. There is no graduated implement, one stroke implementation. Am I correct, madam?
Yes.
One stroke implementation. And somebody asked even what is ANMI? ANMI is nothing but an association of national exchanges members of India. So we are having around 1,000 brokers in our fold and taking care of the interest of the brokers as well as investors and others, all stakeholders. So this is also, I think, regarding the procedures already you explained, and already you have given the SOP also, I think, the process.
Yes.
Process SOP. So that is available to all of us. So we have to go through once again. Is there anything else? Please write to us. We will in turn get in touch with NSE people and see that your doubts being cleared. Now, Mr. Stephen, concluding your remarks.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am, to be on the webinar of ours. And I understand we have almost crossed over 108 questions and that has all been answered by you. Thank you so much for that. Mr. Suresh sir, can I ask you to give a vote of thanks to the people?
Yeah, this I think already has summed up whatever we talked. And I have to
Uh,
thank all the members today
Thank you all the
who
members for being on
joined
our
us.
webinar.
Yeah,
For
who
any
joined
queries, members, for any queries, you can write back to us and we'll forward it to the NSE officials. That your questions, queries will be also answered that time.
Thank you, Rana
Thank you
Madam,
very much.
and Mr. Jawaharlal Gandhi,
Pleasure.
Mr. Prashant, for giving us this wonderful opportunity of clearing the members' doubts. Thank you. Thank you.
Our pleasure, really. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Aman, kadam karo. Please.